Hey guys, it's Megan from Page Flutter. Today I'm going to show you how I'm going to turn this ordinary composition notebook, which is quad ruled by Roaring Springs, and I'm going to cover it with this really pretty paper I found at Rifle Paper Company. The first thing you'll need is the paper that you're going to use, or you can use fabric. You'll also need ordinary computer paper, your notebook, some duct tape, Mod Podge. I'm using the paper kind. You'll also need a sponge brush, a regular paintbrush, a razor blade, and some scissors. Okay, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is coat the outside of my composition notebook with a layer of Mod Podge. You have to work pretty quickly with this stuff. It is water-based, so you can get some wrinkling, but I found that if I work quickly and keep it nice and smooth, I actually have pretty good luck with it, and it's just what I had in my stash. So I'm going to be covering my notebook first with white paper because the decorative paper I'm using is mostly white, and I'm afraid that marble is going to show through. So I'm just going to make this Mod Podge really smooth, and then really quickly I'm going to put on my white computer paper, and I'll just smooth it down so that there aren't any gaps at the edges, and I want to make sure I really get it on there tight. And of course you'll want to do the same thing on the other side. Now while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and cut my paper down to size. It's a little big, so I need to cut it down to a size I can work with. Alright, now that my white paper layers are dry, I'm going to go ahead and trim around the edges with my razor blade, and I'm just going to really just trace the edge of the notebook so I get a nice clean cut. And then I'm going to go ahead and coat that with another layer of my Mod Podge. Again, you really want to make sure that you let these dry at least 2 hours before you move on to the next layer. So I've let this dry completely, and now I'm putting on my next layer and my decorative paper. And it's basically just the exact same process you did before. I've let it dry on both sides really well, at least 2 hours, and then I'm going to go ahead and trim the edges with my razor blade again. At this point, you can stop once you've got everything trimmed, but I've decided to go ahead and add another layer of Mod Podge just to protect it, and it's got a nice matte finish, so it's going to protect it without changing the way that it looks. And I chose to cover the spine of my notebook with this really pretty green duct tape that I found, and that's just to cover up the black spine underneath, and it's going to kind of give it a more finished look. And then once I've smoothed down that duct tape, I'm just going to trim the top and bottom edges with my scissors. Now you have a beautiful and inexpensive notebook that's suitable for daily task lists, journaling, trackers, really whatever you'd like to use it for. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.